I wanted to pivot to what's happening a little closer to the Capitol here. What's going on in DC with the president's plan to take over local police. You recently reintroduced a DC crime bill, which would override the local city council. Among the provisions are asserting congressional control over the district by prohibiting the DC council from pursuing progressive soft on crime sentencing policy and lowering the city's definition of a youth from 24 to under 18, allowing folks 18 and under to actually be treated and tried as adults. Can you share why you're resubmitting this bill now and what sort of reaction you're seeing to it?
Well, we are resubmitting the bill. We filed it last Congress. It actually passed out of the Oversight Committee. We're refiling it again because now we have a president who is taking the safety and security of Washington, D.C. seriously. Joe Biden did not do that. His team did not do that. They didn't care that the people of Washington were being victimized. They didn't care that staffers on Capitol Hill were either being assaulted, one was murdered. You had several members of Congress, Democrat members of Congress, I might add, who were carjacked and were assaulted in their own apartment buildings. So now we have a president who's taking the safety and security of Washington, D.C. seriously. It is the federal enclave, according to the Constitution. And so if the D.C. City Council is not going to do their job, then the president and the federal government will do it for them. And that's why this measure is being reintroduced. It is insane to say that somebody who's 23 or 24 years old can be tried and sentenced as a juvenile. That makes no sense at all. No other jurisdiction in America does this, only Washington, D.C., and we have a responsibility to change that as well.
Yeah, that's why that may be news to some watching this program right now, not understanding, wait, the 24-year-old can be tried. That is in the district. And again, reintroduced here by Donalds to change that down to 18, where it in all likelihood should be. As you know, there is a lot of liberal media backlash to the president taking action on crime in D.C. with the Home Rule Act. Hosts and guests on MSNBC specifically claiming this: there is a racial element driving these steps being taken by the president. Congressman, watch this.
Chris, to be honest with you, I'm trying to hold my temper. We have to understand this, Chris, within the context of Donald Trump's racial politics.
You don't think more police make streets safer?
No, Joe. I'm a black woman in America.
When I go to D.C., I'm not afraid of losing my wallet so much as I'm afraid of losing my vote.
Maybe it's not about crime. Maybe it's not about any other thing he might voice. Maybe it's what you can see with your own two eyes.
Congressman Donalds, can you weigh in on this, please?
What I see with my own two eyes is the idiocy of the left. I mean, this is what happens when they completely lose an argument. They turn to race and they try to make it some racial issue. It's simply not. This is about public safety. Tell that to the black kids who are being victimized in D.C. every single day. Tell it to them. These hosts should be ashamed of themselves. By the way, they all have security details. So it's cool to talk tough when you have security around you 24/7 and you hop in and out of private cars that take you to your next destination. It's cute to say that. They don't walk the streets of D.C. And so anybody that's lived in D.C. for any period of time, they know it's not safe. The president is doing the right thing. To bring race into it, that's what the radical left always does. This is why they're losing in America. This is why they continue to fall behind politically in America. So what the president's going to do, the America First movement's going to do, we're going to be focused on common sense, conservative principles. You cannot have a great society, a great city, a great state if you don't have law and order and public safety first and foremost. Sure. And we're finally going to do the job that needed to be done for a long time and bring that to the nation's capital.
Do you think this extends beyond the 30-day period that President Trump has under the Home Rule Act? Could you get some Democrats on board to make sure it sticks?
Well, look, in the House, we're going to be able to get that done. I will tell you right now, the votes are there in the House to do this. That's really a question for Chuck Schumer and Senate Democrats. Are they going to side with the radical left and these crazy woke policies when it comes to criminal justice? Or are they going to do the right thing on behalf of the people who live in Washington and all of the Americans who come to visit Washington, and also people from other nations who come to our nation's capital? And a lot of these senators, let me get real blunt, Chuck Schumer and his leadership team, they all have security details by the Capitol Police.